I was recently on the phone with my mum, who recounted a paranormal experience I had when I was 2 to 3 years old. I was born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky, in a very old Victorian. We never knew anything about its history, other than a giant 6-foot portrait of a Victorian-era woman left to my parents when they purchased the house, before I was born. My mum loved it, and kept it in our living room. My mum and I were home alone. I was young enough to be able to speak, but to not remember this at all. I was in the front of the house in my bedroom. My mum was doing chores, and walked by my room to overhear me talking to someone. Obviously, this isn't uncommon for little kids to be doing. However, when she focused in on what I was saying, she freaked out. I was answering questions. It was not the typical talking to an imaginary friend conversation you would expect a 3-year-old to be having. I would pause and listen intently to whatever was speaking to me, and then respond with a small, childlike answer. One specific thing my mum had heard was me saying, "No, I like Mum and Dad. I want them to stay." My mum entered the room slightly guarded. She asked what I was doing and who I was talking to. Of course, I was nonchalant about the whole experience. I responded I had been talking to the angels. That's where my mum lost it. She is of Native American heritage, so she is a very spiritual person. The next night, she smudged the house and performed some other rituals to banish bad spirits. Something I do remember is she had me go around the house with her yelling, "Go away!" But this may have been something to make me feel better and protect me. The reason my mum had brought this up to me though, was basically because she had recently run into the woman who owned the house before us. They haven't seen each other since I was born. My mum told the woman about that experience, and the woman proceeded to tell her that it was probably the woman in the painting who was talking to me. Apparently, her husband had built her the house in the early years of Louisville history. He ended up killing her and her child in a murder-suicide. It's just crazy how things come full circle like that. And it also made me appreciate how great my mum was in a scary movie scenario. Hello everyone, SinisterShaf here. Today's story was My Mum Told Me Something Creepy from My Childhood by wesfortrees. Thank you for letting me narrate your story. If you enjoyed this video, then please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Also, if you can, share this video with your friends. You can now also follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links can be found in the description box below. Thank you for watching, and, as always, stay sinister.